Please, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell below to always get inspiring contents from Cycle Perception. Do you think that the only purpose of our life on earth is to be happy? Isn't it a very shallow purpose? What is the challenge of just being happy? Anyone can have fun. But is that enough? Of course not. Most people think that to live means to just run and run to have some fun, and that's it. It is done. This is not living, this is just existing. What is the true purpose, the true meaning of life? Why are we alive? Why did we come to planet Earth? Where did we come from? Where would we go? Who made this planet? What makes the Earth spin on its own axis or revolve around the sun? Who created the cosmos? Who made the mountains and the trees, the rivers and the seas? Who made you and me? What happens after death? What creates birth? There are unresolved mysteries. There are questions that nobody has attempted to answer. Doesn't that seem to be the real purpose of our life, to stop, to think, to introspect and to discover who we truly are, and to realize the truth of who we are and who the Creator is? That seems to be the true purpose of life. We live and we die, and we don't know why. We look at the sky and we cry. Instead of stopping to find answers, we just get baffled by the questions. Our challenge is to realize the truth. Our challenge is to discover who we are. It starts with self-realization and goes on to God-realization. Unfortunately, the word God is so wrongly defined and misunderstood. We have to try to find out the truth of the Creator. After all, we don't know who God is, where God is, or what God is, but God is. There is a Creator, and that's why there is creation. Our challenge is to discover the truth. Because we can't discover it, it's called realization. Realization happens when we open our real eyes. That is the true purpose of our life on earth, self-realization, to realize who we truly are, what we are. If we are able to discover the truth about ourselves, then we can say that we have truly lived. Where do we come from? And where do we go? Have you ever thought of it? You open the door and somebody enters. Where did they come from? Obviously, they came from somewhere. It can't happen that they just appeared at the door. And if somebody leaves, then they are going somewhere. Such is the case with us. When we come to earth, we have come from somewhere, and when we depart, we go somewhere. But unfortunately, we don't have time for these questions. Just because these answers are difficult, we don't attempt to find the truth. We live and die in ignorance. We are taught a lot of myth, and we do not discriminate and find the truth. Therefore, most of us live and die without realizing where we came from and where we will go. We see death, and we know that death is certain and everybody has to die. But who dies? And what happens after death? We say the person passed away and these are the mortal remains. The dead body of the person. But we stop there. We don't know where that person went. We just say that he departed, he expired, he moved on, or he passed away, but then, we don't try to find the answers. And when somebody is born, is it only because of the fusion of two cells? Is it just a biological, a chemical equation that created life? Then, we should be able to create life in a laboratory. Obviously, the life that is born has come from somewhere. That's why a young child is sometimes able to play the piano without being taught, and young little puppies are able to swim without knowing the techniques of how to swim. There seems to be something before birth and something after death. Isn't it time to stop and find out where we have come from and where we will go? If you found this video useful, please do click the subscribe button and the notification bell below to always get inspiring contents from Cycle Perception.